Welcome everyone to episode 3 of On the Trail. I'm your host, Travis Ponton, and we are here at home. Yes, literally, this is home for me, Virginia, the 757 at the Booplex for Boo Williams, Nike YBL Stop 1 here on the East Coast. So excited to be here. Let's get inside and check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the absolute legend himself, Mr. Boo Williams. Tournament is named after him. Boo, as a kid growing up as a basketball player in Virginia, you are synonymous with basketball, not just here in Virginia, but across the country. Talk to us a little bit about the start of this event back in the old school AAU days and then where it's gotten to now.
I tell you, when we first started in 1984, on the girls' side we had 4 teams, the boys' side we had 4 teams. We played Kickton High School. The best game was Don Staley played against the Georgia team, and Don Staley killed them. I mean, it was a hell of a game. The game started at midnight.
And now it's where it is now. How has it gotten so big so fast?
Well, we had with the Nike team. Nike got involved in it I would say about 15 years ago, and so now it's changed a whole lot than what it used to be. The EYBL, the circuits, and all that stuff. When we first started, it was just come and play. College coaches didn't have restrictions and none of that now.
I remember when I played, we had to have the AAU cards and all of that.
AAU cards. I mean, the whole thing was different than what it used to be.
Amen. What has been the most fun part about this for you? What have you enjoyed the most about this?
Seeing other teams throughout the country coming here playing, seeing girls play against other teams. I think the biggest thing right now is the competition. Just because kids play good high school competition does that translate to college competition. So the game is changing a lot.
You talked about Dawn Staley playing here. What about some of the other legendary players you can remember over the years that just come through this building? Because this place is like hallowed ground, I feel
I tell you, we had Caitlin Clark, Angela Reese. Who else did we had come through here? I mean, all the great ones that came through here. I mean, I mean, Sue Bird played not here, but she played in the tournament. I mean, we've had some great people playing the tournament.
like. Yeah. I remember being here during COVID 4, 5, 6 years ago, and it was crazy how there were people in, people out, and we made it through that. We still had the event, so that was crazy to
Yeah,
do.
good for the Nike teams. We had 32 strong. All the teams came in. That was one hell of a tournament.
Was I
I,
remember Hannah Hidalgo had a great event that year.
yeah, right.
It was really special. How much longer are you going to coach? Like you're out there doing your thing still. I saw you drawing up that play at the end of the game yesterday. How much longer are you going to be on the sideline?
To the kids run me out. The kid, parents are different. The whole game is different now with the NIL transfer portal. It's taken away from the high school kids now. There's going to be a lot of seniors now get scholarships because people going with college kids. They will recruit the portal first, and then they will recruit high school kids. And you can't blame the coaches because the jobs is on the line, especially women coaches now beginning like men coaches. And there's so much money being made out there. You go take a 23-year-old lady versus 18-year-old kid. I mean, this it will change the whole atmosphere of basketball.
Last question. And so, where do you see this event, the EYBL, the whole grassroots basketball movement 10 years from now?
I think younger. I think you'll see more sixth, seventh, eighth grade. You'll see the evolution of younger kids getting more involved.
That's a good thing. Well, Boo, thank you so much for sitting
Thank
down
you.
again. Appreciate you as a kid from Virginia growing up. It means a lot. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 here, Nike EYBL Stop 1, Hampton, Virginia at Boo Williams. We are at the lovely Hampton Roads Convention Center. It is a beautiful sunny day, but we have business inside. We are on the trail. It's day 2 at the Booplex. Over here we have the younger EYBL teams as well as the Nike Champions League, the EYCL. Really cool concept they started last year. Really looking forward to seeing some of these teams this morning before we make our way back to the Booplex It's going to be a full 14-hour day. Let's get in and get after it. It's time once again for Top on the Trail. We saw so many great players this past weekend, probably over 250 evals in the book alone. Okay, again, these are not the best 20 something players we saw. This is not the 20 most recruited players that we saw. These are players that stood out in different categories, different age groups. Some of them are playing up, some of them are playing their own age group, some of them are junior EYBL, some of them are EYBL, some of them are EYCL. So we're really excited about this group. Let's dive in. Annie Gentile, 5'7", 2029 point guard with Philly Rise 15 EYBL. We had her in camp before. She makes that team go. She's dynamic. She has great court vision, and she has an arsenal of passes at her disposal. I love her energy. She's got a really nice jump shot as well. Really excited to see what she does this season. Jordan Jones, 2029 6'4" post with Exodus 15 EYBL. First of all, that's a really good team that Thomas has there with Exodus. That 15 group is special. They're very loaded top to bottom. Jordan's just a monster potential kid, okay? She's big, she's mobile, she's strong, she's active. I think she could be one of the next big things in the post out of New York. Morgan Lilly, 2029 5'7" point guard, Alabama Southern Stars 14 junior EYBL. Big time flashes here with this one, okay? She has high end athleticism. It's on display. She has those high gears, okay? She can shift it into that fourth and fifth gear that other kids her age just haven't even tapped into yet. And she's weaving through defenders left and right. Really fun to watch, elevates the score. They had a great weekend. I don't know who won that game against North Tartan, but it was them and North Tartan on the last day there. Both were undefeated going into the game, and I watched the first half. It was a classic back and forth battle. Callie Nix, never had seen this kid play before, okay? She's a 2030 5'6" point guard playing 14 junior EYBL with Mississippi All In. She's a young hooper, okay? She's got great form on the jumper. She can knock it down at different places. And then she gets it off the cross and the step back out of nowhere. Saucy, okay? Plenty of hang time for the and ones as well. She got her share of those, and she lets you know she made a big play when she flexes on it. Bridget O'Hara, 2029 6-foot wing, plays with the Rising Stars out of Long Island. She's playing on their 17 EYCL team. Again, this is the Champions League. Listen, Bridget plays for Lut High. You could tell she's used to playing against that elite older competition because it's really serving her well with the 17 EYCL team. She's got the size, she's got the skill, very dynamic, she can score, and again, doesn't look out of place playing up against older kids. Tegan Primus, 6'3", 2029 post with Team Durant 15 EYBL, is a big youngster making a big impact at the older level. Okay, she already has a college build and the motor's turning pretty well. The scary part is, though, there are more gears untapped with her that she hasn't discovered yet. Look out for her in the future. She's going to be one to watch. Eliana Spencer McGregor, another 2030 kid, 5'9" wing, Kia Nurse Elite 14 junior EYBL. She makes plays on both ends. I like how she handles the ball with pace and she makes great decisions in traffic. She's one to know from north of the border. Jordan Stolick, 5'11" wing, forward, 2029. I mentioned that 14 junior EYBL North Tartan team. They were rolling all weekend. I picked Jordan just because the potential is really evident. She shot the ball really well from 15 foot and from the three-point line. She's skilled, and she gets out in the passing lanes. Again, this is a loaded team, the 14 junior EYBL North Tartan group. I expect to see that team win a lot of games this summer. Next up, Tamaya Times, a 6', 2029 forward with Boo Williams 14 junior EYBL. She's aggressive and athletic. She has big-time hops, which led to plenty of boards and plenty of blocks. She also plays on a really nice, talented Boo Williams 14 junior EYBL team, another squad you got to check out this summer. You'll be hard-pressed to find a middle schooler who garnered more attention this weekend than Kristen Winston, 2029 point guard, Alabama Southern Star. She's playing 16 EYBL this year, and she's currently the third leading scorer in the 16 EYBL. She put up 44 points in one day alone this past weekend. She's also third in the 16 EYBL in steals, so she's getting it done on both ends. Winston's a Blue Star 30 kid who we really have been impressed with, and she's only an 8th grader. So this is a kid to watch, and she really raised some eyebrows all weekend long. Cece Arico, 2027 for the Sports City Angels, 17 YBL. She's playing up, but you don't need to tell her that because she is unfazed by playing against older players. I love the way she changes pace and then she explodes with the ball. She's physical and nimble in traffic. She wraps it up tight, elevates the score, draws a lot of contact subsequently. Just a kid who continues to add layers to her game. We had our Blue Star 30 a couple years ago, and she's continued to just get better. Madden Greenway is heading to Kentucky next year, but not before she has a nice little swan song here on the EYBL circuit. The North Tartan standout. I love the fire and spirit she always plays with. She's always fun to watch in that way. She's doing more than just scoring, too. She currently leads the 17 EYBL with 6.6 assists per game. Bell Hill is a 2028 do-it-all player for the Alabama Southern Stars 17 EYBL. She's scoring inside and out. She brings it up versus the press. She defends any and all positions. One of her most unique attributes, though, I think, is just the way she's patient. She uses her pivot foot. She finds that hole in the defense in the lane that she can elevate and get up to the rim and score. I haven't seen many young players do that as well as she does it, and that's really one of the cool things about her. Lanice Joseph is a 2027 6'1 forward. She helped the Carolina Hornets to a 5-0 start in 17 EYCL play. That's the Champions League, okay? She's had a dominant performance, one of the top high school players out of the Charlotte area. Joseph should continue to see her stock rise this club season. Alana Pinnock, 2028 Essence 17 EYBL. Really impressive showing. At times, she was the best guard on the floor for either team, hers or her opponent. She's one of those kids who looks like she belongs out there with the 17s, and then you look at your roster and you say, wow, this kid's only a 2028. Really impressed with her for how young she is. She's really taking it to another level. A kid that we had at Blue Star 30 camp last summer that's on pace to outdo herself again this summer. Candace Samuels, 2027 Team Takeover 17 EYBL. She's a known asset. Her sister just won a national championship with UConn this year. Congratulations. But Candace is on her way to make her own path to stardom. She's 6'3", shoots the ball really well. She's a competitor. She's long and athletic. And honestly, she's just gritty. She gets out there. She gets that look in her eye like her older sister. She just gets it done. Ashanti Taylor, 2027 6-foot guard. Her elite 17 EYBL is where she's suiting up this spring. She brings that freak athleticism really on both ends of the floor. She's a bucket getter, and all weekend she was putting up numbers. But what really puts her over the top, I think, is the hustle plays. She's that kid that's saving that ball out of bounds that nobody else could get to, and she's saving it right to an open shooter on the perimeter for a three. Just really impressive kid. Always love watching Ashanti play. One of our Blue Star 30 kids who just continues to put the work in and produce. Olivia Vukosa, 6'4", 2026 forward, Philly Rise, EYBL, out of New York City, the Big O. I met the Big O when she was 10 years old. I was watching a high school game at Christ the King, and my good friend Jess Villaplana introduced me to her. And ever since then, the Big O has just gotten bigger and bigger. Now she's just out there doing her thing. She's been playing at such an elite level against elite competition for so long that it's just second nature to her. She's a double-double threat every time out, and she's currently leading the 17 EYBL in rebounding, pulling 9.4 rebounds per contest. Last but not least, the highly anticipated sleepers on the trail. First up, Malia Courtney, 2028 Tennessee Flight 15 EYBL. Courtney played a big role as the Flight went 5-0 this weekend in the 15 EYBL at Boo. Her feel for the game and confident jump shot really stood out. She's definitely unfazed going to the basket against contact. Maggie Dyer, 5'11", wing forward type, 2028, North Tartan, 15 EYBL. Versatility and activity make her one to know. She's skilled. She can handle the ball in the open court, has a nice little layup package in her pocket, moves without the ball, backdoor cuts to score. She's smart. She knows how to play. Definitely fits the North Tartan team perfectly, and can't wait to see what she does the next few years. Ava LaMonica, a 5'9" combo guard with the Jersey Gems 17 EYBL. This is her last season as a 2026. She's a strong, tough kid who can score the basketball. I like her physicality with the ball. When she has it in her hands, she makes things happen. She's able to play some point guard. And she's coming from an elite high school program in Rutgers Prep in New Jersey. She knows how to get the job done. Shaw Summer, a 6-foot wing, Essence 15 EYBL. She's a 2028 playmaker out there on the wing. She'll shoot the three or put it on the deck. I liked how she hit the O boards, and she has that length to really help her finish around people. She's coming off an impressive freshman high school campaign at St. Petersburg High School in Florida. Definitely a kid from down south. Check out. Taco Sai, a 6'4" post with Exodus 17 EYBL. She's a 2026. She has some D1 offers already, as high as the A10, but I expect her to garner even more interest and perhaps bigger eyes this summer with Exodus. The wingspan covers almost the entire width of the lane, and this, of course, helps her rebound well out of the reach of other players. Last up, we have Trinity Venn, a 6'1", 2028 forward with Kia Nurse Elite 15 EYBL. She's a layup machine. She keeps it simple but super effective. She can take a couple dribbles to start the break or beat the press, so there's some versatility coming in with her game as well. She has a few more years on the circuit. Let's see where she takes it. All right, and that just about wraps up our time here in Virginia. But first, a pit stop. This is Pierce's Pit Barbecue. I've been telling some of you guys for years, some of the best barbecue in Virginia. This place, like Boo Williams himself, is legendary. But in terms of the basketball, we had a great weekend. So much good young talent. Nike EYBL, Stop One. Safe travels to everybody, and we'll see you again soon on the trail.